And in 2008, the energy enhancer was adopted by the swim coach at Stanford University, and they swept the Beijing Olympics. And Michael Phelps, I believe, was wearing that patch and was actually accused of doping. And they studied the patch and found out there's nothing going in the body from the patch. It's non-transdermal. That was exciting to me because the first question I have to ask people when I'm talking to people is, what medications are you on? What supplements are you taking? What over-the-counter things are you doing? What other modalities are you using? Because I don't want to interfere with any of those things. But there's no chemicals coming from this patch into your body. It's non-transdermal, not like an estrogen patch or a nicotine patch where those chemicals are in the patch and they're released into the body. This isn't used that way. The patch that you're showing right now, in the center of that patch is some organic amino acids in a special microcrystalline structure, so that when your body energy, your infrared, we're all making infrared all the time, and it simply uses the body as a battery to activate this crystalline structure in the patch, which forms a very specific wavelength of light reflected back into the body. And in the case of this rejuvenating cell, this rejuvenating patch, it signals a molecule called GHK copper peptide. I wish we had time to talk about that for an hour tonight, because we could. The research has been going on that since 1961. Dr. Laurent Picard dedicated his life to this GHK copper peptide, a phenomenal compound that your body makes. And it's shown to activate these rejuvenating cells. Well, we didn't know quite how to do that. Some doctors were, until recently, actually injecting 25 milligrams of this GHK copper peptide, but they've made that illegal too, I'm told now. So I don't know why, perhaps because it works. But so it's been studied and found that when you put this patch on you, it reflects, takes your body's energy, the body's just the battery, and remakes that wavelength of light. When the wavelength of light goes back in your body and you wear it for 12 hours, you take it off for 12 hours, 12 hours activation, 12 hours of rest and restoration. It's not dangerous to wear it longer than that, but you won't get 100% benefit perhaps, because your body could acclimate or get used to it. You don't want that. You want a full benefit. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. During the 12 hours on, this GHK copper peptide is being stimulated in your body. And this is activating some of those rejuvenating cells that if you're 35, you've lost half of. If you're 65, you've lost 90% of them. And believe me, you want to wake those things up. The number of cells, when you're very young, you have just so many of them. Like if a 10-year-old falls off a bike, they don't break their leg. They pop back up. They don't have chronic heart disease or arthritis or all the diseases of aging. They cut their skin, and 3 days later, you can't even see the scar because they have such tremendous rejuvenating cell activity. That's what this science is designed to do. That's what this